I want to see the Bridgerton dyke bar.
Ye old gingers.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be white like ginger. Bring out the gay ladies in season 5.
Yes.
Um,
Bring them all out.
Hi, my name is Sharia.
And I'm Aria.
And this is the Strapdown. The Strapdown is a black queer femme podcast.
Hosted by 2 black queer femme comedians.
Where we talk about black queer femme stuff.
Comedically.
But this episode is a little different. If you saw last week's episode, we reviewed / complained about
Bridgerton. We strapped you down Bridgerton style.
We did a little strap down and chill.
Yes.
About the first part of season 4 of Bridgerton. Not really, just specifically the gay stuff.
Just the gay stuff. And now we're back for round 2.
So we're specifically going to talk about the allegedly sapphic storyline
of
Michaela and Francesca.
And I think, what are they calling it? Franchaela?
Is that what they're calling it? Franchaela?
I think I've been seeing Franchaela online.
Somebody's going to name their child that.
Franchaela.
And that some step stud is going to have to raise it. When we let's give you a little rewind, right? Last time, nothing really happened. Nothing really happened last time.
And that's what we mainly talked about.
We mainly
about
talked
45
about nothing.
minutes.
Yep, that's right.
Of the nothingness. We talked longer.
Then the two of them were on screen together.
Then they were on in the same country together. So now we have them.
But at the end of episode 4, Michaela came back. She removes her cloak. We get a repeat of the same thing that happens with Francesca's right before in season 3.
Yes.
And so last time she had been in Scotland. They had been in Scotland together. They hung out in Scotland off screen somewhere.
And we don't know what happened in Scotland.
Well, we didn't know, and now we do. Nothing.
Okay.
Wait.
Look, okay, I have theories about what happened in Scotland, but I can't say it until later on in the episode.
Okay, fine.
And also, too, this is going to have some spoilers. So.
Yes, sorry. Spoilers?
Yes.
We're spoiling it.
So, pause, bookmark this video right here.
No, don't do that.
No.
Sit here and watch the damn video. Don't turn it off. Sit here and watch the damn video. It's fine. You don't need it. You don't need it. Look at
There's some big spoilers, though.
You'll see some Tumblr gifs that will give you the exact vibe that you're looking for. Just watch this. You don't need to give Bob Netflix no more money. Give us your fucking attention.
We'll make you feel like you were there.
Yeah, it's just like you was there. You know what I mean? So when we come back, Michaela had come back from Scotland. She just wanted to spend time with her cousin Jean because they boys, they chill or whatever. But Francesca was a little standoffish.
Yes.
With Michaela, because Michaela is kind of bold and brash and loud. She was holding court at the parties.
And I was gonna say about that, I remember, so last episode we talked about them trying to mask her up a little bit.
Yes.
I kind of have a different view this season.
Now yes, I'm really glad that they did it.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't go the route that I thought they were about to do, have her walking around in pantsuits and but
I mean, I ain't got nothing against she would look good in a pantsuit.
She would, yes.
But there are other socio-political implications about
that. I think they're leaning heavily into trying to show that she's not into convention.
Yes.
She's very unconventional.
Yes.
Like you said, she's holding court. She's very loud.
Yep.
And
she's charmed.
Stories.
She charms everybody at the party.
And then also
easily.
other little subtle stuff, like how she's always sitting on the floor, which I think is.
I loved that.
It's so weird, but it's also something subtle that shows she's a different.
She's not like other girls.
She's not like other girls, and even at the party, she had on this red sequence dress,
yes.
And they and Francesca and her, they get into an argument about oh, you've kept him up all night.
Yes, because they was up being loud black people all in her house or whatever. And okay, so let's talk about this scene though.
Yes,
let's talk about this scene. So. Her and John are in the I don't know, one of the rooms in the Bridgerton house, just kiki and being like, I remember that time with little Junebug. And so they're come back and forth, they're being loud, and she comes down, she's like, hey, it's 3 in the morning. why are y'all in my house being mad loud? Mm-hmm. And so she was like, oh, my bad. I didn't know we was being loud. You know, we were just talking about, you know, back when we was in Detroit. No, sorry.
And Francesca's like, yeah, all that breakfast is at 9.
Yep. Oh, yes.
And y'all messing up my routine.
That's right. She said, no, not even. She said, the chef needs to be up at 5.
And y'all because Michaela was like, oh, well, let's just have lunch later. And she's like, well, that's disrespectful.
Not even. She said, well, we could just push it till later. She's like, no, he's got to be up at 5. That's what it is. And then she's like, actually, you know what? Cancel them. We'll all make breakfast.
And Francesca's like, who is we? We? I am a lady of leisure and privilege. I don't know what the kitchen is in my mama house.
And also, what do you mean? We'll just scrounge up some bread and fruit. Girl, what?
And you don't take that hood back to Scotland. Francesca was not having it.
No,
I'd be damned if I picked my own mother berries and toast. No. You see this manicure? Untouched. Don't play with me.
Sorry, I loved that moment because it was like, okay, you are a guest. You know what I mean?
Like, who?
You don't get to go tell the staff that
my staff? She's like, I know you're not used to having a staff.
That's right.
But my staff,
they don't get days off.
They just clocked in.
That's right.
They've clocked in.
They don't get days off.
They're not getting paid to sleep in and while we get our own food.
The Bridgerton house is the Amazon warehouse of... You got us fucked up.
No, that's the Penwood house.
The Penwood house, yeah.
They were slaves over there. Woo-hoo. They cracking the whip. Yes.
I kind of loved whatever. I do love an evil Asian woman.
Yes. I did like that too because I feel like a lot of times Asian women are portrayed as very like meek and very like humble and submissive, and I like that she was like kind of. It was kind of sexy in a way.
No, she was like she was like Hillary Clinton a little bit. Like, no, I'm kidding. She had that like Kamala vibe. I was like, she's evil. She shouldn't have power. Yeah, but she's hot.
She's hot. Kind of giving Tiger Mom vibes and stuff.
But like not even Tiger Mom. This is not Tiger Mom because Tiger Moms are like, you do that homework and you study.
That's what she was doing.
No, she was not. She was like, it's time for you to get a man.
Like, that's their form of studying. You need to study how to get a man. You need to go to these dance lessons. You need to study them Bridgertons. Get in with him. You need to study in husbandry. That's what you need to do.
I did like her. I do. I love any Korean drama that has a put upon innocent girl and a evil, sexy, vaguely dykey, older woman. Yes. And this gave just a touch of that, and I did enjoy that.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that. But okay, wait. So back to making breakfast. And so, but Francesca was like, "Go to bed, and don't ask no mother. You will be back here at 9. You got me up."
Yes.
I was into that. What else? They were having a party. Mm-hmm. They were having a party. Why were they having a party?
I don't know whose party that was.
Yeah, they have a party all the time. Nobody parties like the Bridgerton people, and God, those parties look awful. Ain't no party like a Bridgerton party. Because the Bridgerton party sucks. Those parties be booty. Francesca was trying to get her to stop commandeering all of John's time.
Yes.
And she was like, ooh, I'll set her up with a man. And John was like,
don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't ask me why. Just don't.
Just don't do that.
And I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
She's a lesbian. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's pretty obvious. And she was like, oh, whatever. Like, he just tripping, you know.
Here's this great man, Michaela, for you.
But that wasn't even it. It was that boring-ass white man came up to her and was like, hey, she's amazing. This is what she was holding court. She's amazing. She's so hot. Da, 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 da. And she was like, oh, okay. Not even thinking like, okay, it's one thing to be like, okay, my man said don't set her up, but you know, maybe if they had a vibe or whatever.
Michaela and Francesca.
Yeah, or no, Michaela and the guy.
Oh, okay.
If they had been talking or whatever, then I might have like overstepped. But she overstepped for no reason. She found the most milquetoast white man and said, let's set you hoes up together.
I think that also kind of plays into Francesca and her sexuality and her relationship with romance. That she may not realize that, like, all right,
there needs to be an interest in a man.
Yeah.
It can't just be.
Yeah, and she, like, look. I mean, John seems less.
John is amazing.
John's lovely, but
John hangs the moon.
But also, he was like kind of in like season 3, their relationship was kind of seen as like kind of really boring and dull because they would just sit.
Yeah, they didn't have passion.
Yeah, because there was no passion with them. So it's like,
but they would just sit.
They would just literally like sit like this.
Oh, interesting.
Like in the Bridgerton home, not talking, not touching, not anything, just sitting and just being comfortable in that silence and that peace.
Oh, but they like that.
But that's what they liked. And that's why her family was kind of like whatever. So, that's
so interesting because that does, so they sit properly and talk and stare at each other. But Michaela and John, they're loud
and yes.
Yeah, okay.
Like, and they're not even looking at each other also.
Yeah.
Like when they would sit, they would literally sit side by side. There's like still shots, if you Google it, of them. I'll insert it here, with they're literally sitting side by side, not really looking, hands here. And they're enjoying that time together and that peace together.
Yes, for sure.
You know? And so I think that kind of plays into why she probably didn't see like, oh, there's like,
should people be interested and talk to one another? No, she doesn't get that because she has the perfect marriage with a man that she can sit in silence with.
Here's your boring man.
Yep.
That's interesting.
One.
You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
You know, and also maybe like if she is like, if Francesca really is like queer or like whatever like that, then maybe
that's why
shitty taste in men.
But it's not even she has shitty taste in men. It's that she doesn't see men as like it's not the passionate attraction that she's looking for a man. A man is there to, you know, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, like a man is, I think for her, because like even in a lot of scenes were playing it with Francesca in season 3.
Okay, well.
Where like she was talking with her friends and they're talking about their ideal man and what they want. Like, oh, I want someone that's tall. I want someone that's this or like that. And they look at Francesca and she was like, I don't know. I haven't really ever thought about it. I just hope he's kind. You know what I'm saying? Like that was
yes.
it. So I think
that's so funny. I've been having a similar situation where like my like roommate is bisexual, but she really she likes men, and she'll be like, oh my god, like she's had this big crush on this guy. She was like, oh, he's so hot, let me show you his voice, and I'm thinking he about to sing. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about he about to like spit it out like Luther. You know what I mean? And she play, and it's just a dude talking. Yeah. And everyone's like, that, and I'm like, I don't get it. And they're like, because you're gay.
Yes.
So then John checks her too, because she's like, yeah, Michaela got in a big huff because I tried to hook up her with that white man. And he's like,
I told you, don't be trying to hook her up. And he was like real mad about it, right? And then he wanted her to go make it right with Michaela. And they had a real heated argument.
Yeah, they was going back and forth. I loved this scene.
Yes.
I loved this scene because this is where you see that, like, to Francesca, like, Michaela possesses certain qualities that she doesn't have and that, like, enthrall John, and she's very insecure about whether she's being a good wife because she's not able to have children and like, I think Michaela kind of sees Francesca so, like, thinks she's so perfect or whatever, but actually that vulnerability, like, that really endears her to her. So, like, I loved this scene. I think was like very, very interesting.
It was really interesting. It also kind of made me just a little mad when Francesca, she's like going off about Michaela, about like how, you know, like you said, like how she feels inadequate because of John, and she's coming here disrupting stuff. Francesca says something about Scotland that I she was like, because just like in Scotland where you have all this chaos going on every 5 minutes and like blah 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 blah.
We never even got a chance to talk because you was always going off doing this and this and
this. And I feel like I feel like I was waiting for them to like, oh wait, there's gonna be a flashback. What happened in Scotland?
My theory is that like they didn't really get to spend time together, and Michaela probably had her own going on because ain't they from Scotland even though they don't have Scottish accents?
Yeah, they're from they are from so basically like I think something did happen.
What do you mean something did happen? You think they
No. No. They keep talking about, like, as Michaela, as if she's some wild child, something. They keep calling her, like, chaotic or, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, something chaotic happened and you're bringing your chaos from Scotland here or, like, whatever. You don't stay in one place for, like, long enough.
Yep.
And I want to know why.
Mm-hmm.
What is she into? What does she have going on? Why does she not stay in one place at one time? What is this chaotic situation that happened in Scotland? So I have a little theory about like what I think may have happened, and I'll get into that.
All right, let's
later.
put a pin in that.
Yes,
I would love to hear that, but I will
because when she said it, I was like, oh wait, are they going to do a flashback? Are they going to? Because I feel like they just kept talking about. They just kept talking about it without talking about it.
Okay. Is you drunk or something? And she's like, yeah, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
And
that's why I'm talking. That's why I'm so loose. That's why I'm saying shit with my chest.
That's
right now.
right. That's right.
You know.
And so she was like, okay, I kind of respect you for that. I thought you was like, I loved seeing their views of each other get more nuanced with more information.
Yeah.
And I liked them sitting together. And like, I don't know, I was catching vibes.
I didn't.
I texted you because I was like, I think I might be getting fed, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just desperate.
I was just like, I don't know what episode you on, but I don't.
That's fair.
I think the vibe was still like friendly. I don't think it was, and that was just for me. And I was also trying to watch this season as like, try to be as unbiased as I can. Like if I was watching this, let's say if I was someone that like doesn't have the internet, and I didn't know that this was supposed to be like a queer or a sapphic storyline or anything like that.
Yeah.
Would I still think these vibes? I don't think,
Yeah.
at least not with Francesca. I don't think Francesca
was showing.
I don't think she was showing vibes. I think if anything, maybe Michaela, it's kind of giving like falling in love with your straight friend type of vibes right now. Because she's so introverted and she's seeing someone that is very extroverted and very different and so unconventional and kind of throws everything that she knows about like women and how they're supposed to act out the window. I think she's like intrigued, but I don't think she's
physically attracted.
I don't think she's physically attracted yet.
I was catching the vibe. They was close. She was, you know.
I think it was just as I think what I was seeing was like, all right, enemy, and now we're friends. I don't think for Francesca at least, I don't think she's crossed over into that lover.
No, I don't think they've crossed into
even to where like I'm having romantic feelings for you. I'm having feelings for you as a friend.
You don't think there was a little bit of?
Like, I think Michaela might have been feeling it a little because I personally think Michaela was like in love with her. Off rip. I think it was kind of like she was attracted to her.
I think it's the opposite.
You think that
because when she first rolls in her chaotic way and takes off the thing, like Francesca starts having like her heart beats fast. She's so excited. I think that's instant attraction.
I didn't get I initially when I saw that in like season 3, that's what I was thinking. But as I was going through and like watching, and maybe she's just not a good actress, I don't know. But like,
but also it's like imagine me and you. These are two straight women.
But now I know. But I'm like, am I seeing this or am I projecting?
Okay,
what I was told was supposed to be happening.
Right. You know what? You might be right.
I'm seeing someone who was like, I didn't like you for some reason at first. But now I start to see you as a friend.
Yes.
And that's what I'm seeing. So that's
one of my favorite, like we very rarely get like enemies to friends to lovers, and it is my favorite kind of love.
And I feel like with Francesca, it stopped at friends. And I feel like Michaela at some point, and I know what point that is, crossed over to like, all right, now I don't know.
I was sensing some vibes. They were sitting real close. They were making eye contact.
And if you notice in that scene when they're sitting closer, Michaela moves closer to her.
Yes, of course.
But
because Michaela's the more bold
that's
one.
what I'm saying. I think
Francesca doesn't scoot away. Francesca,
because we're girlfriends.
Maybe.
We're friends. We're girlfriends.
You know what? I might be projecting because I was so desperate and we hadn't. I feel like I'm being edged by Bridgerton right now. And maybe that's why. Okay.
And I also feel too that like if nothing else, Michaela's love for John would outweigh whatever feelings she may have had for Francesca. at this time.
Sure.
At that time.
Fine.
I think Michaela was trying to have a friendship with her.
Yes.
And not...
No, I don't think any of them were trying to push it, but I do think there is a hint of chemistry.
I did not feel it.
Okay, fine.
In that
maybe I did text you, like, maybe I'm looking for it.
Like, okay, maybe you're not a... Like, yes, that's what I felt in that moment. For sure. Like, we can be friends.
For sure, on the surface.
But I didn't feel that.
Okay,
I didn't feel that in that moment. Really? I did not feel it.
Okay, I might have been looking for it. I was looking for it. So maybe that's why I saw it.
I don't know. Y'all can tell us.
Let us know.
If you felt it.
I might literally
and also, if you felt it, unbite. Like, take out, like...
the bias. Take what you want to see.
What you want to see and what you're expecting to see.
Fair enough.
What you saw.
No, fair enough. I think a lot of it is that I am expecting and wanting and desperate for a sapphic romance featuring a black woman.
Because they were like,
in a paper bag.
Not really each other, and now it's like, okay, now you cool. Fine. Now I see you cool.
Yes,
let me get closer because you cool.
For sure.
Not like let me get closer.
No, I don't think it was let me get closer because I want, but it's like once we're here, there is a slight tinge of something.
Friendship. That's what you. It was friendship.
Maybe. I think there was a slight tinkle.
I did see it.
Like they were looking at each other a little longer than I think besties would.
I didn't.
But okay, I don't think it was intentional.
Even moving on to like the next day.
Yes.
When they're at breakfast.
They're at breakfast and they're giggling together.
And I was like,
I don't think they seemed like they was doing anything. But
not like anything, but I didn't feel.
Fair enough.
I felt like a friendship, and I was because it got to a point where I was even like. Are they not going to do this make it?
No, me too. I was thinking that at some point, but that moment, that's when I texted you and was like, I think I feel something, but you know what? I might be being Francesca, pretending like I'm faking my orgasm. I'm faking my orgasm.
Because at one point, even when I saw it, like when they were at breakfast together, they're kikiing, they got their little inside jokes. Yeah, but they did look like straight girls who were friends. I was thinking like, okay, are they getting rid of the sapphic storyline and turning this into like, friends. Okay, now we're sisters. Yeah. We're family now. Mm-hmm. Like that's even like
we are a family. No, it's okay. That would have made me pay attention if they started singing that. Yeah. They could have done the little cello version of that. Okay. I love this. So then they're at breakfast.
Yeah.
They were late. Francesca was late to breakfast.
She never does because she likes her routine.
That's right. And so she broke her routine. She got a little hungover. They had played a drinking game with the barley man. They was kikiing. And John had first been like, I want you to make friends with Francesca, Michaela. You out here acting a damn ass. You gotta try to be nice to her. I know she's different. And Michaela didn't even say nothing. And then she's like,
we good. We go way back.
Yes. Yeah. And I loved how happy that made John. I think John needed for Francesca and Michaela to vibe and be friends because I think those are the two women he cared about the most. Yes. And I think whatever chaos Michaela is going through in Scotland, whatever that is, John feels very protective of her. There have been times she's like, this is the only person in my life.
Yes.
Like she's like, not my mama, not my grandmama, not no friends. This is the one person in my life who gets me, and I need to be close to him right now because I'm going through some shit.
Yes.
Right? And I think for John, he cannot be at peace until he knows
those two women in his life
are together, taking care of each other, getting along, creating the life that they... I don't necessarily think he was like, okay, now take me home to Jesus. But I think he just needed to be at peace in that one way.
Yes.
So, they friends now, everything cool, they all chilling, all three chilling, everything back cool. Did anything else happen?
I don't know.
Before the puzzle.
If anything happened...
with
them?
Yeah, with them, between them. Anything. Did we get anything else? You're going to have to edit in some crickets here.
No. I don't Because I'm trying to think about all of the.
I'm
trying to think about all the scenes. I feel like I've seen clips and posts of all their scenes together.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
And I don't, because when they were like getting along at breakfast,
I think I was wanting of that
to see more of that. I thought that's where we were going to see their relationship revolve into. To the lovers. I thought we were going to.
I didn't even think we were going to get to lovers.
Not where they're actually like kissing and stuff, but where we see the
attraction form.
That attraction.
You see the bond start to form because they didn't do that. They just skip right to you are the sky and you are the are the earth and I am not complete without either one of you. So they're all doing a puzzle together because that's what Michaela's into now. Because Francesca loves puzzles and now Michaela loves puzzles too. So the three adults are doing a puzzle together and there's one piece left.
Yes.
And it is the piece is part sky and part sand.
Yes.
Or ground.
And I think they've each been working on separate parts. Michaela was like, I've been working on the sky and I've been working on
doing the ground. Yeah.
And there's one piece left that has
both in that image.
Yeah.
And
because a corner piece would be ridiculous. So it
should have been a quarter piece. That would have been funny. Okay, so she's like, oh, the two of you can do it together. And they both do it together and they complete the puzzle. And then John goes, we've completed the puzzle. Really enjoyed that. Oh, my headache. Because he had been complaining about headaches. He was like, Parliament been pissing me off, girl.
Job.
Oh, child. Ooh, the job just really... Woo! And so then he's like, well, for some reason, I feel contented.
I'm going to go take a nap.
I'm going to go take a nap. I shall revive by supper or by
dinner.
Lunch.
So I'm going to walk out and I'm going to turn and take one last lingering look. And I see my two favorite women talking and enjoying each other. And it's like, this is going to be a great memory for my nap. And he goes upstairs and takes a nap.
And he did.
Yeah.
And she went upstairs and was like, we did the puzzle and girl, I mean, I got your damn. I'm sorry. So he dies. And she's I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible. But I did not like how they acted. Like they were like the death of a 30-year-old husband in Regency times is unthinkable.
I didn't think they was going to kill him off that quickly.
I did.
I knew that
I was waiting for that man to die so we could get them to get together.
I thought we would see more of them together before he died.
I agree. I thought that too.
I guess that would have been fucked up if she's like, catching feelings for his wife while he's still living in his house. I don't know. Maybe whatever. I didn't think he was gonna die.
You can't control your feelings though. That's what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
It's not like, of course it's not respectful to hit on her, but what are you gonna do? You find her interesting and alluring. I don't know, whatever.
You could hit on her though, but
what, you think she was hitting on?
No. I have, but
but you're different. This isn't about you breaking up a marriage. This is about her breaking up a marriage.
That was accidental. I did not know that they were married.
Jesus Christ. No.
But no, I have that's your cousin? Cool.
Hilarious.
But whatever. It's not about me.
Hilarious. Oh God. Oh, this is the stuff of old lesbian pulp fiction novels.
I know. Anyway. I could relate to this story and
really.
I mean, from the comp head, from wanting someone's cousin. Yeah. Is all I can feel it. On different levels, I am Francesca.
Wait, I really need that story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Not right now.
Okay, fine. Okay.
You start with one cousin and then you meet the other cousin and you're like, oh, she's cute. We'll just be friends.
You should write for Bridgerton.
And then
call Arya for season 5.
Yeah.
So, okay. so they have the funeral or whatever, and it's real sad. It's morose, and Francesca's being anxious and weird, and what her name, Sophie, come through and help her.
Oh yeah.
Because she palpitating at the. She's acting weird because she can't
She was trying not to
show emotion,
to show any emotion, and she just wanted to make sure like everything was in place.
Yep.
And like I think people handle like death and grieving in their own way, and so I think for her it was kind of like, if I stay busy and like distract myself, I won't actually start.
That's a very common way to react to grief. And I think, okay, so she was, and it wasn't even that. It was not even like, oh, if I stay busy. It was like she wanted to be the perfect wife. And part of being the perfect wife is being cheerful and fun. And it's a funeral. It's your husband's funeral. So she don't know how to act.
Yes.
And then like she's just, and also she feels inadequate as a wife, because the worst thing, she's like, oh my God, I wasn't a good wife to him, right? I never gave him children, whatever. And then she's like, why does she think she's pregnant?
She's, okay, this is what I was kind of confused about too. This. I wasn't sure if she was lying.
Yeah. Or if she thought she was pregnant.
Or if she really thought she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Because I know when the guy was like, oh, we can do an exam to like confirm or whatever like that. I meant to, whatever, anyway, it's no story. I was like, how do they confirm pregnancies back then? But whatever. I was going to look that up before, but I forgot. But, so I wasn't sure was she lying? Because it kind of gave off that maybe she was lying. And I think that she was lying because like everybody was so sad around her, and I think she wanted to just give people some type of joy. And I think it was also part of like how she wasn't able to give him a child, and she knew like the struggles that she was having getting pregnant. And so I think in that moment when everybody's all sad around her, and I think she's like, let me just give them some little glimmer of something hopeful, and saying like, oh well, I want to be calm because I'm pregnant.
Okay.
And then because then everybody was like, oh my God,
yay!
Yeah. And I don't think she necessarily thought it through of like, okay, they're gonna have to confirm this, and eventually I'm gonna have to have a baby. But like, I think it was, and part of me just kind of thinks that maybe this was just kind of like a knee jerk, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me just say something.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Okay, now that you're saying that, I think maybe you might be right. But my theory was that she really did think that she was pregnant, but not in a way where it was confirmed, right? In a way where it was like, oh, I have, because she said like I'm late, or
but
she didn't say I'm late. It was
like
my quarters haven't started or whatever. What do they call it? My sessions or whatever. My tiny desk session hasn't started. And so she's like, and so I think she really was late. My theory is that she really was late. And she was like, so then I must be pregnant, because then that makes this all make sense.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Until the guy was like, we have to do an exam to confirm it, and we can do it right now.
I personally thought that she was being weird about the exam because the exam itself
that's what I was like,
intrusive and
I was
like
thinking
weird.
that could be something.
Yeah. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. I
just buried my husband.
There you go. And I had such a hard time with intimacy with him, so I did think that was that.
I was thinking it's one of those two things.
Yeah.
I didn't know which.
But
thing.
now I think it is the thing that I think she might have been lying, because like the one thing is like when she had that palpitation and then Sophie took her into the room and was like, let me fix your hair real quick. How do you deal with grief? She's like, the grief never goes away, but you always carry something. What I feel is if you carry something of that person with you, then they never really go away.
Yeah. Right.
That is the best way to deal with it, right? I always carry my father's beliefs, and I carry my mother's necklace, right? And she's like, oh, my mother's necklace, I don't have it with me. And to like,
different story.
But that also kind of felt like the similar thing. That felt like it inspired her. It inspired Francesca to be like, oh, I do have something of John with me. His baby. But also, just like Sophie, she actually didn't.
Yeah.
They're at the funeral, and Michaela is like, this funeral is boring. Back in Scotland, we do a repast. Mm-hmm. We get a DJ in, you know what I mean? The whole church gets up and we sing Nuck If You Buck, like as...
And then we do the electric slide and everybody go home.
And everybody go home. So we just, out in Scotland, that's how we do, that's how funerals go in Scotland. And she...
And Francesca once again.
And Francesca is like, how does this look like Scotland to you? You think we're going to have a hood funeral? You think I'm giving my husband?
That's not how we do things.
This is not soul food.
You take your celebration and your seasonings back to Scotland. Is what
over here, we wear black, we feel sad, and then we shut the fuck up.
Right. Eat your mayonnaise sandwich and go. I don't know what white people eat at funerals.
She was like, you're not going to turn my husband's funeral into no circus because you feel bad or whatever. And so they have that, and that tension is very interesting. But I love that you said that it's Michaela that she needs to hold on to, because she's kind of pushes Michaela away in that moment. Mm-hmm. Not only pushes Michaela away, pushes the things that she represents away. Yeah. Right? That joy, that jubilation. She feels like guilty.
And that non-conformity.
Because
it's like at every chance, Michaela is challenging everything that Francesca was taught as a child. That she knew growing up. Like, everything is done the proper way. This is the way we do things. This is the way it should be done. Mm-hmm. Or this is the way it has been done. Doesn't necessarily make it the right way.
Well, it is the right way because it's the traditional way.
Yeah.
And then when she talks to... Who was she talking to? Who was that man she was talking to?
She was talking to a man?
Because then the guy who convinces her to finally do
I can't remember
proper repast. It's some dude.
Who was that? It was a guy?
It was... Was it
Was it her older brother?
Her older brother. Was it Benedict?
Was he white?
No, you're right. It was Jonathan Bailey or whatever from Wicked. He said that. He was like, the correct way is not always the right way.
Right.
That's right. It was Jonathan Bailey. It was thank you for coming back. Is that his name, Jonathan Bailey?
I have no idea. I did not like having all of the Bridgerton brothers in the same episode.
They look so much alike.
I could not
tell the difference between Benedict and
Yeah. I vaguely remember the conversation between Francesca and...
I swear to God, I thought it was a black man that she was talking to. Was it her mama's boyfriend?
No, she wasn't talking to that nigga. Nobody talks to him. I'm starting to think he's a figment of her imagination.
She's having a sixth sense.
I think the mom from Bridgerton is so lonely that she has created her ideal man that... Even like it's just she only talks about it with the maid, with the head maid. She was like, "I'm having someone over for tea."
Yep,
and this woman is probably serving her tea by herself. But she just has to go along with it because she's writing a check. But yeah, I don't remember how Francesca comes to the like. All right, we'll do your little.
It's definitely someone says something to her. I'm gonna be real. A lot of this is hard to follow. The Bridgerton
there are some storylines that I'm like
so like checked out that I'm like when stuff happens that is interesting again, I'm like, wait, what happened?
But somehow she comes to that realization
and it's like
to allow Michaela to have her to celebrate.
Yeah. So she goes up to Michaela and she's like, all right, let's start cooking them greens. And you got black eyed peas? We got to go to the market and get some black eyed peas.
We're going to put Lady Danbury on the potato salad.
Because we can't.
Because the rest of y'all, I don't know.
We can't trust them.
So, sure. Let's get ahead.
So they have... So they have the repast or whatever, which actually wasn't very different from the funeral. That pissed me off.
I think it was because everybody was so sad, and I think I saw the difference because everybody at the funeral was talking about his death. Like, it was so sudden. It's so sad. He was so young or whatever. Okay. Versus at this, they were talking about how great of a man he was.
In general terms.
I
thought they were going to tell stories. I thought they were like, what? Runtime, John, da-da-da. I thought they were going to tell funny stories.
I mean, John was... laugh. Well, John was also kind of boring.
They talked about it. They were like, he was a vibrant, exciting man. I don't have any specifics.
People were like, yeah, he was cool.
Like, but that's what pissed me off. No, he was specific. I thought it was gonna be like more of like a whimsical thing, but then
they was gonna be there doing the wobble and shit.
It kind of was. At the end, she was like, here's a traditional Scottish dance that we learned, and it's called the Cupid Shuffle.
First, you slide to the left, then you slide to the right, and then you cha-cha now, y'all. You know.
She said that Tootsie Roll.
It's like the butterfly. Francesca. She did do a little speech.
Yes.
She did do and say some kind words about John.
Yes, they all did say general things about John.
Yeah, even Michaela's was.
Michaela's was extremely general.
It was very general.
She was like, he was the closest man to me.
Yeah.
Do I remember anything he ever did or said?
Everybody was like, yeah, he liked suits and Parliament.
It was literally like, I with the vibes.
Yeah.
It was like,
yeah.
Whatever. And so then Michaela was like, so now we're going to do this dance that we used to do, blah, blah, blah. And they were dancing together.
Yeah. Wait, before that, I feel like the moment where like to me, where I finally felt like maybe something was when Francesca was like giving her speech and talking about John and how much she did love him or whatever. And like, it was just the way that Michaela was kind of looking at her in that moment. I feel like maybe that was the moment for her that like really, like maybe the time when she fell in love. You know, I feel like because her love for John was like a brother or whatever. And I think like seeing someone like celebrate or like speak so highly of like someone that you hold so dear, like I think she saw that in her a little bit. And I think in that moment, she kind of just like,
Listen, I think that's very beautiful.
You don't think
also
that.
Gross. No! Like, now it's like, are we, is this a, because, like, I don't know. I think it's a little gross to be like, I don't know, that their love connection, I guess no matter what, it is sort of always a threesome.
It's always, yeah.
So, in a way, Michaela
it's just like when
is
you
having a threesome with her dead cousin and his wife.
Yeah, because it's just like when, like, in other stories where, like, people fall, like, oh, like, so-and-so died and I fall into his arms and then we start making out.
Yes, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Maybe it's the vulnerability that she has in that moment.
I wonder if you're right. My view was that they had built an attraction for each other they were denying. Or not recognizing.
I think she was denying it.
And then I think the moment that she realized that she was really into Francesca and this is a problem, is after they was dancing.
I wanted more from that dance.
I wanted more from that dance too.
Because again in that moment, I
wanted they holding each other, they spin around.
But it's like, okay, she's my dance partner. But I wanted to see more, a little bit more like tension.
Yeah, me too.
Like I feel like if you're like really attracted to someone or like whatever,
and you're dancing that close with them like that.
That first time where they're like touching, I wanted to see like some type of reaction.
I agree.
I wanted to see that shudder.
I agree.
Of that, and I didn't see that. I wanted to.
I saw her look back after. And I thought, okay.
Yeah, but I wanted to see more of a moment, like as they were dancing. Maybe they lock eyes and they like
I agree.
hold that. Like I wanted more from that.
Yeah.
So, and maybe in that moment where like Michaela is kind of like looking at her when she's like talking about, maybe that was me projecting.
But I think that was love in like a very pure way. I wanted to see attraction.
Yeah.
I wanted some sexual tension. And even if you have those lingering feelings, you're right. That moment when you touch, there should be something. Thank you. That's just like, a quick close up,
It's something.
Boom. Very subtle.
I think the editors or like whoever was like film, I think they missed out on that opportunity to create that.
That's not the editor's fault. That's the director's fault.
Oh, whoever.
That's the director's
Whoever's in charge of it.
Yes.
They should have did that.
They should have done
let's do a close up of this. Like the moment when you're
Sprinkle it in.
Or something.
Yes.
And like you said, like when that maybe that was more love. Not like I'm not thinking she's listening to her give this eulogy and she's just like, ooh,
damn,
I'm wet.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was like.
But I think it maybe but I do think like in the way I think something kind of changed for her a little bit of like
like
okay. And I wanted to see it confirmed more in the dance.
I want sexual tension.
Yes.
I want attraction that we have to deny.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I think that's
get.
what I thought I was seeing in that first scene, but you are correct.
I didn't get that until the last scene with them together.
But I didn't even get that much because it was one touch and then she pulls away and the camera is just on her hand and then it comes up to her face.
Yeah.
And this is just me. I mean, far be it for me to like say anything about a director's choices. Yeah. But for me, I wanted to see that moment and then the terror. And I think there's plenty of queer media. You know what it is? All right, I'm going to give an example. The Thai Boys Love Drama, Bad Buddy. Hear me out. The Thai Boys Love Drama, Bad Buddy does this exact thing so well, where they're attracted to each other and they're not saying it to themselves or one another. They touch and there's a moment and they pull away.
Yeah.
And there's a few moments like that. And it is so charged. That's what I wanted from this.
Yes.
This felt like they were sort of like throwing that in at the end and didn't really build up to it.
Yeah.
And didn't really go full for it. So we get to the end and it's after the funeral.
Yes.
And Francesca and Michaela are sitting together.
Yes.
And Francesca says, I know I want you to stay here with me for as long as you want. I need you here with me. I know you like to bounce around, but if you could stay someplace, please stay here for a bit with me here in this house. And she holds hands with her, and Michaela's like, I will stay for as long as you want me to.
And then Francesca got a real lesbian experience. By getting ghosted.
Yep.
Because then she woke up the next morning, Michaela had packed her and was gone.
Nothing. Did she left a letter? No.
I don't think. If she did, she ain't found it.
Yeah, exactly.
But her servants had to tell her. No,
yep.
Michaela
Like,
gone.
no, you didn't know that? I thought you knew.
Yeah, she packed up her Subaru and she got out of here. So.
Tell me your theory now.
Okay, now I can tell you my theory.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't read the book. Let me start off there.
I didn't read the book either.
I didn't read the book.
And I will not be.
And I don't have any.
I'm currently reading Wretched of the Earth.
I won't even read a summary. Okay. And also, too, side part of this, I know a lot of some people have speculated that they feel that Michaela poisoned John.
What?
That has been a thing that some people have been saying, that Michaela poisoned John to get him out of the way because she was in love. That's very heavy-handed. That's very heavy-handed.
And then left?
Yeah, no. So, here's my...
No, sit down.
Here's my board theory. Because they won't tell us what happened in Scotland, I will create whatever. So, I, of course, think that John knows about Michaela being a lesbian.
Yes.
And that's why they're so close. I think I think he knows that.
Yes.
Okay? And so, with Michaela being so chaotic, something's going on, I was trying to think of, like, what could she be into that is causing her to have to, like, move around or, like, whatever and stuff like that. Some people have been speculating that Michaela is a bit of a little freak, just, like, sleeping around or whatever like that. So my theory is, I don't think that Michaela and Francesca did anything in Scotland, but I think possibly maybe Francesca witnessed something that Michaela had done in Scotland. I think that Francesca either saw Michaela with a woman and maybe her trying to introduce her to a man was kind of a little like kind of trying to see like, here's a man, let me whatever, like possibly. That's one theory. My other theory is that the reason why Michaela has to constantly move, or like what's the chaotic situation, is that she's sleeping with people's wives.
Ooh.
And or like something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Or she had slept with it. Yes.
She had slept with someone's wife.
And there was
whatever. And so maybe possibly maybe like Francesca witnessed like maybe a confrontation.
You think Francesca witnessed it?
I think Francesca may have witnessed a confrontation between Michaela and a man.
Okay.
And she doesn't really understand what the confrontation is. Maybe she was like looking out of a window or something, and there was some type of confrontation with a man. Because she keeps talking about your chaos. Or whatever. Maybe she was like out, whatever, something, sleeping with a man. And I also think, this is really heavy-handed.
Okay.
When you were talking about John being very protective of her, I think that Michaela got into some trouble because she was messing with someone's wife. The man came to confront her, and the man and John had an altercation or something. That may have resulted in some type of head injury.
Oh!
Because there are some head injuries where...
Yes, of course.
Yeah, where like... And I also don't know what, like, how long the timeline is between, like, when they came back to Scotland and how long all of these days take into place. But there are some head injuries that can have, like, a slow bleed.
Yes!
He's been complaining about headaches.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and that's how he dies as a result of this altercation of him protecting Michaela, which is why Francesca was like, oh, you and your chaos in Scotland, and you're bringing your chaos from Scotland here to our home here. And so that was my theory, is that I think that something went down in Scotland, and Francesca witnessed it on the outside.
Bitch, this is a way more interesting show than the one that I watched.
John protected her.
I don't think any of this is a curtain.
Got a life-changing head injury, which then affected him.
And that's why Michaela feels guilty and doesn't want to stay?
I think she just feels guilty because she kind of has the thing, and that's her, someone like a brother. And also, it could be too. Like, I feel guilty because maybe I'm the reason why, like, he's now dead because of maybe she knows about this head injury or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe she just feels guilty about having a thing for her.
That's what I think it is. But also, sorry, that's a way more interesting season than what the I just watched.
Because they keep...
And I don't think that that's what they did. Because nothing on the show has been that interesting.
But I think maybe... I heard though...
You did planting and payoff. You did...
I feel like if you say something, it should matter eventually.
For sure.
You know, and she keeps alluding to this chaotic situation in Scotland.
I think chaos is just like how she is. Because remember when she came in, it's because she had like the driver, she was driving the chariot, and the driver was sick, and she had all this stuff.
But
and I think it's just like she said chaos in Scotland.
I even went back to rewatch that scene to make sure that's what she said.
God, I hope you're right.
She's like, you haven't been able to say for...
I hope you're right, because I'll actually watch that. I hope you're right. And I don't think you are.
It kind of makes... I don't think I am, but I should be.
No, you should be. I'm watching that season of Bridgerton. That's a jam-packed, exciting, interesting, fun season of Bridgerton that we should have
I'm trying to figure out all these seasons make sense. Why can't Michaela stay in one place? Why is she always moving around?
Yeah.
Why was she so distant from whatever? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Why did he all of a sudden have a headache and then die from this?
Well, he'd been having headaches.
Yeah, but like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's the 1760.
Why?
And they don't have Tylenol, and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, okay, so I love that. I love that theory. I just don't think that's the show. The show isn't that interesting.
They're supposed to be getting, from what I've heard, the rumbling, again, they're supposed to be getting their own season.
Yes, no. That's the point. Is that this? But my theory is that that there is so much plausible deniability about their getting together. And yes, it's been promised, but I think that as things get more conservative and fascist, that they were like, we need an out for not giving them a season.
Yeah.
So I think they cut out a lot of things that would really I think whatever happened in Scotland, I think they cut that out, which I think something must have happened in Scotland, but why are we not seeing that? Also, I think why haven't they weaved Michaela more into Bridgerton whole? Like the only time now we barely saw her in the first part, and the only time we see her is when she's with Francesca and John, and like like, just like she could have gotten, her and Eloise should have been
Yeah.
friends. And then maybe we could have seen some jealousy from Francesca about why she can't get along with Michaela, but Eloise can. Oh, she's so buttoned up and conservative. Yeah. And then that weaves Michaela more deeply into the storyline.
I think maybe they'll save that for the next season.
But why? Why not? We should begin to care about her, learn more about her, then pay it off in the next season like they do with the other couples.
And I think that's why they kept sprinkling these little things in about
Sure,
her.
but
they should have shown it.
They
And I think as I'm sitting here like putting together my storyboard.
Why are you working harder than the writers?
And I realized what I want is a lesbian show.
Yes. Yeah.
And I forget they're not
this
the
is
main
not what this is.
character. Yeah. And I think
it's fine that they're not the main character, but at least
or the main storyline.
They don't have to be the main storyline. They just plant the seeds.
They were planted.
I don't know if they planted the seeds. I think they sprinkled a little hints.
They didn't plow.
They didn't plow. Let's see. I want to know more about Michaela. I want to know. I don't know anything about her, really. Yeah. I mean, it seems like she's a lesbian. She's chaotic in some way. But, these are just general vague terms. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting... I want more about her. Her outside of her relationship to John and her relationship to Francesca. And what they've given us, the little bit that they've given us, seems interesting, but they're not showing it.
Yeah.
They're telling, not showing.
So now I'm sitting here trying to come up with my own spin-off.
You did a great job.
Yes.
I love this show.
And I even have a theory for when she comes back. Some things, I think she's going to come back because she's going to have to settle something with the will or whatever with John or something was going to bring her back to Bridgerton. In my lesbian episode, she comes back with another woman.
Ooh.
And that was what I was talking about, with her, being, a little possessive.
Yes.
And that she comes back with Michaela comes back with a friend or whatever. And then maybe that's how Francesca discovers what her feeling, because maybe she gets confused and she's like, why am I feeling jealous?
Yes. Which is why I don't think that she saw her with another woman in Scotland, because that would have awakened something in her.
Yeah. And to me, I was like, well, damn. I hope they continue this in another season.
But it does give them a bit of an out.
And it does give them... Because I was actually initially, angry. I was like... Sure, because you had even said, I think they're going to send Michaela back to Scotland alone. And so, I was like, oh. So... I hope they pick it back up.
I hope they don't. I hope they actually pick it back up. I hope season 5 is their season, which it should be, but I don't think it will be.
Because then we also didn't, this is when she's asking her to stay, this is the first time we see any type of attraction.
And it's right at the end.
Yes.
Well, except for the last 2 times where right at the end.
My hope is that they bring Michaela back because something needs to be settled with John's will or something like that.
Sure. Or that Michaela realizes that she runs from her feelings and she can't do that because she owes something to John or whatever.
Well, I think in order for them to do that, they would have to follow Michaela, and I don't think they're going to do that.
Yeah, you're
right.
You're right.
It has to be centered around white people. So I think something's going to happen where Francesca has to maybe send for Michaela to come back for something.
I hope it's a Wuthering Heights situation where he haunts her. He haunts Michaela and is like, yo, eat my wife out. Yo, my wife. Turn around.
I think Michaela gonna come back with a nice little Scottish baddie or something from somewhere that she picked up. Miami, I don't know.
From Miami?
Wherever. Francesca gonna be all in her feelings maybe, and maybe discover some feelings.
Yeah.
And I think, I also hope, I hope I want to see, whenever she does realize her feelings for Michaela, women in general, or, whatever, I want to see her turn to her brother, Benedict.
And be like, hey, bisexual brother, how do I deal with this? Yes!
You had an unconventional type of marriage and fell in love with somebody in an unconventional way. I think.
Wait, which brother?
Benedict.
Oh, Benedict.
Yeah.
I guess he did have it. Yeah. He did have it. That's right. He sure did.
I feel like he could have a lot of, and they always bring back the siblings to guide the younger
that's
ones.
why Jonathan Bailey came back.
Yeah. So maybe that, and then of course they got to bring up the you left, whatever, and then maybe that's when Michaela's like, oh my God, I love you.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that to John. And
yeah.
And then I don't know, maybe they all just.
I don't know. I like that. I didn't read the books. I don't intend to.
I don't. Yeah.
I think it would have been more interesting if Michaela had stayed and had to fight her feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be cooler if Michaela left in the dead of night, grabbed her shit, and came back. Yeah. You know what I mean? If that's the thing, then fine. I don't mind a fake out. That would be
cool, maybe.
That would be way cooler.
She shows up with her U-Haul.
Yup. She's like, wait, you said that you wanted me to stay, so I went and grabbed my shit immediately.
And we back.
Yeah, we back. So that maybe that's what will happen. I don't know. But I it's clear that they're implicated. It's clear that they're implicating that Michaela has some strong feelings that she's feeling anxious about. Mm-hmm. But I want to see her fight those. Yeah. And I want to see it. I don't want to tell of it. I want to see it. It's a visual medium.
Yeah. And I want to see Francesca realize her feelings, too.
Yes. I want to see Francesca realize that anyone can be a lesbian. Yeah. I think a big part of what will awaken Francesca is seeing two lesbians.
That's what I'm saying. Michaela comes back
with somebody, or she just Michaela comes back with somebody, she sees them together and is like, wait, you can do that?
This is an option.
Exactly. That is a canon experience. That is a canon sapphic experience. Yes. Anyway, so.
Or maybe Michaela comes back with a husband. Who knows?
That's you right now. You just write it in. Michaela working for the football team.
Yeah. Maybe Michaela comes back in a lavender marriage.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I want to see them navigate this. I don't think they're gonna do that.
I don't think because that would be completely
against the whole Bridgerton thing.
Yeah. Well, no, I was like Michaela's character and how she's doesn't do. That wouldn't work.
But she might do a lavender marriage as a cover to stay with Francesca or something like that. Something I want to see.
She gotta have a lavender marriage. Kill him. And now we're just two widows.
Yes.
Staying together.
They did it all the time.
Yeah.
They used to do it all the time. So but the thing about Bridgerton is it's all about every season, someone must be betrothed or they lose the game. It's very important. Oh, the poor Penwoods. They were like, oh, the Penwoods who were so horrible and put Sophie in prison for bullshit. Stole all her money. I feel bad because one of the daughters has to be betrothed this season, and I was like, priorities. Let's get some priorities in here. And so the whole thing of this is the game of marriage. Yeah. So I want to see how they deal with an actual queer relationship in that context. I want to see, because in the book I know she marries Michael, right? But now that it's Michaela, I want to see how they navigate this lesbian partnership thing, because they said nobody wants to be hidden, right? Remember this? Yeah. Based on this whole Cinderella repeat, they said nobody wants to be hidden,
and they said love should always be love shouldn't be ashamed or something. They said, something you can be proud of.
Yes,
what she said.
And something that you should be proud of, and also the way they ended this season is you still have to have the respect of society. Yeah. So, and you still, she can't leave her family. Francesca, if Benedict had to leave his whole family just to be with Sophie, imagine what fucking Francesca would have to be a lesbian.
And I want to know what is their feelings when it comes to homosexuality.
Well, it seems chill.
Because if someone could be shunned based on the profession of the person that you marry,
and the status and their birth, you can't be gay.
I want to know. I want to know, where does it fall? Two people of noble birth, same sex.
You could be gay.
Is that okay? That's what I want to know.
What are the rules?
So we know noble birth, illegitimacy.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah.
You gotta move to the countryside and you can never talk to us again.
But love is love. Yes. And we accept the queer community here.
But you got money and you marry somebody else with money? Oh, that's none of our business. That's fine. Great. Love your dresses.
But it's not that. It's clearly not that, because they are going so... This is my issue with Bridgerton as a whole, is the inconsistencies with how much they're adhering to the rules of the Regency era.
Yeah.
It's like I get it's fiction. We can't make it all real realistic. I get it, but the world must be grounded in something. I have to know what the rules of the world are. And the Sophie and Benedict coming out scene, that would have been better if that was like even part of their plot.
Yeah.
Is that she has to do some inner work to accept him, right? The whole point is that society is supposed to make it difficult, but necessary to pair up, right? And like pair up in these specific like heterosexual marriage institutions. Queerness is kind of the opposite of that. So how is... Whatever. We'll see what the writers do. Let's see. You need to call Aria. If you don't call Aria right now, that was a way better season than what I watched. I'm sorry. I did have fun though. I did have fun with seeing black girls in those little dresses on the screen. I know I'm old because I almost cried. I was like, oh.
Girl being the love interest.
The little girl being the love interest, but also just the beautiful, them in their beautiful little gowns and walking. I hate the way they dance in these things. It don't make no sense. I hate the songs. I hate the of contemporary songs.
The birds of a feather violin.
Girl, it don't sound right. It sounds bad. Just whatever. Anyway, that I don't like, but you know what I mean. That's Bridgerton. I can't be mad about Bridgerton. Yeah. So I guess that's what happened in Bridgerton season 4. What do you think? Are you here for season 5?
It depends on who is season 5 about.
I know.
I think if Francesca...
What if they do the same thing?
What, like they did this season?
Where
like
it's a main couple, somebody else, but they're in the background.
I mean, that's what they always do.
Yes.
I don't want them in the background because they're not giving us enough backstory. They're not showing us enough. So if they're not going to be the main couple, then don't waste my time.
Yeah. Come on, get it done. It has to be season 5 because it will be illegal to show. By the time season 6 of Bridgerton comes out.
Because I thought it would almost be disrespectful for them to skip over this to go to one of the other Bridgerton.
I agree.
Like storylines.
I agree.
Because this was like a significant storyline that they had been building up. And if y'all skip over this so we could see
Eloise fall in love with some man, which I think they might.
I think they are. Now she's changing her her views about marriage and stuff. So if they do that again and cut it or like whatever, I'm not here for it.
I'm also not here for it.
If they're not the couple, if the poster comes out
and
it's not Francesca and Michaela on that poster,
I don't want it.
You can keep it.
Yeah. Because I actually did appreciate at least some effort. I appreciate that there were scenes with them together. I did think I was just going to get cucked for the whole season. So I appreciate they threw in some scenes with them together. Thank you, Shonda, for hearing some of my prayer.
I'm not at a point to thank you yet, though, because you could have gave us more.
Oh, you could have absolutely given us more, but I'm happy for something. The point is that we are desperate for representation. Yeah. And we unfortunately just have to kind of take what we could get. And Bridgerton is what we got. And this is what we got. So season 5, I need to see some old-fashioned bumping.
That's what I said. This was one of the issues. Not really an issue, but I felt like the sex scenes between Sophie and Benedict were so long. And I had wrote in my notes, like, whenever Michaela and Francesca get together, it better be just as long.
It should be 2 times longer as lesbian sex is.
It better give the same whenever they finally... And it's going to be the last episode.
God, they... so many times and it was so long every single time and it was silly.
Michaela and Francesca are going to going to and then Michaela's going to find out she has some hereditary disease that John had and she's going to die.
Immediately die. She's not even going to...
I'm going to go take a nap.
Yep. She's going to look back Yep. Don't play with me.
Gonna be doing a puzzle by herself.
Do not play with me, Shonda.
She's gonna fall off that horse.
I will be outside Shondaland picketing. Okay. Okay.
I'm really curious to see, because the other thing is, everyone gets a happy ending.
That is okay.
Every season they get
a happy ending.
A happy ending.
Okay.
If Francesca and Michaela don't get a happy, if Michaela so much as get a paper cut,
I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm coming to Shondaland.
Yep. I'm also interested in how Bridgerton will do lesbian sex scenes, because Bridgerton sex scenes are so like they blow on the real quick. It's a lot of fingering action
under the dress,
which immediately is like, oh yeah. It's a lot of like, it's very. So I want to see how they would do lesbian sex scenes. Are we going to give? We're like, let's see what we can give. We can do it. Watch Fingersmith and Tipping the Velvet for a little bit of inspiration, because those are good lesbian sex scenes. Yeah. From what I remember.
I'm just really curious.
Yeah, I'm also curious, just like Francesca.
Yeah.
So this has been.
They're going to send them to America.
They're gonna send them to Siberia. That was part 2 of season 4 of Bridgerton, but not just the gay parts. We brought out the gay ladies a little bit. Let's bring out the gay ladies in season 5.
Yes. Bring them all out. Bring them all out. I want to know. That's what I want to find out.
I want Eloise to be gay.
I want Francesca to find out there's a lot of lesbians in
Bridgerton. I want to see the Bridgerton Dyke Bar.
That's what I want to see.
I want to see the Bridgerton Dyke Bar.
Ye old gingers.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be white like gingers. Ye old bush.
That's what I want to see.
I want to see that too, and I want to know which stud is doing Lady Danbury's suits. Mm-hmm. Right? Let's meet her.
Maybe they go away somewhere to like another town that's like out in the country, and it's just like this little dyke town. Ooh. And it's just like a bunch of studs and just like, you know what I'm saying? And Francesca finally sees for the first time, like, what is this?
I love this. If
y'all don't
call her. Call her and call me too, so I can actually help you with some of that Regency era language. Oh y'all be like, hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Like what is it? It's 1765. Yeah. Anyway,
it's giving tea. Jesus. It's giving high tea.
Anyway, so this. They could do Back That Ass Up, because it does have a lot of the.
Oh yeah.
Did they already do it?
Oh no. But no, I was saying like they have done a like classical performance of Back That Ass Up like in real life.
Oh, that's right. They sure did. Let's go.
Yeah, we don't need to hear
Teenage Dream or whatever.
Good luck, babe. Like we don't want to hear that.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yes.
DJ Manny Fresh in there. The original OG stud inspo.
The original OG stud is DJ Manny Fresh is crazy.
You tell me that you don't know a stud with a Manny Fresh haircut.
No, fair enough. Thank you for your service, honorary dyke, DJ Manny. So
let us know your thoughts.
What did we get it wrong? Did we miss something? Was there more happening in between the party and the puzzle that we missed? Because I don't remember it.
Yes. Who did Francesca talk to change her mind about the funeral?
I don't remember that neither.
We don't remember that. And what were your thoughts? Did you think it was giving chemistry and heat initially, or did you think it was giving like besties?
Yeah.
Like, what were your thoughts? Maybe I'm too critical.
No, I think on second thought is that let us know. Maybe were you seeing it? Can you see it with fresh eyes? Like, you know what I mean? Were you being baited, or are they gonna give it to us?
And give us your predictions for the next season.
So yeah, give us your predictions. What's gonna happen with them? Mm-hmm. What's gonna happen? Where did Michaela go? Is she in ye olde Detroit? I don't know. Let's see.
Why you keep putting Michaela in Detroit?
It's so funny to me how they be talking about Scotland, because they be like, you know, back in Scotland, you know, we used to run the streets.
We got the best pizza and hot dogs, Scotland style. Come on, it's square. Okay. I apologize.
So, like, subscribe. Hopefully you already did that. Like, subscribe, please comment. We'll have a conversation.
Hit our Patreon.
Here are our Patreon subscribers. They are beautiful and sexy. And if you join our Patreon, your ass gets 1 millimeter larger.
Yes. Or we'll send you a video and tell you that it will.
But that we'll do that.
Yeah.
So join, please help us support the pod.
And let us know what we should review next.
Yeah, give us more. I mean, thank you so much for sending us ideas for things to review. I'm here for it. We're going to get it. We're gonna get that. That's what we're gonna do. Thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay gay
and proper,
and most importantly, stay strapped.